we do.
You got
Your
15
post
minutes.
where you said you agree with Kanye's ideology if you posted the Killmonger quote, those are two separate ideals.
Explain it.
Because to say I want to go with my ancestors, you know, they knew that death was better than bondage. Some of those people accepted, yeah, we're going to die to not let anyone else go over. But you got to remember some of those people stayed on because they were like, fuck, our family got taken too. It wasn't that they chose to go into slavery, though, because they didn't know what they were getting into going over.
It was still a choice.
You can't know you're going into slavery if you don't know what slavery is. If you don't know what type of slavery that is, that's not you choosing to go into slavery.
That's still a choice.
That's you being there. Kanye said you chose mental slavery. You cannot choose something that you're born into. You don't choose that. If you're already there, that's there. Yes, Harriet Tubman may have broken out, but she broke out when people were trying to get out of it.
Oh no, there was always rebels there.
But you can't compare the rebel type of attacks like in Haiti to the U.S.
Why?
Because Haiti is an island. You know how much easier it is to conquer an island than a third of a continent? The U.S. is a third of the North American continent.
Yeah.
You can't just conquer that like you conquer Haiti. It ain't gonna work.
And plus,
And no matter how much you try to reproduce, they will kill enough of you to where there will be more of them reproducing than us. So at the end of the day, you can try.
So what was
what was
the slave? So what was the slave to the slave master ratio? Was it like 30-1?
Sometimes, but if you've already broken the mentality of someone before you even brought them over, that's not a choice.
I
That's
said,
not a
but
choice.
here's my thing, because when even like you're right, you can't be born in the choice.
But it's like think of it like a dog. A dog's not gonna pick to go out there when they know the food is right there because that's what their mind is taught. All they're taught is where their stuff is.
Right.
That's all you know. So you're not going to leave what you know.
Right.
Yes, some rebels did exist, but they saw too many of them getting killed too. So you fuck with someone's psyche bad enough, and they're gonna be messed up, and that's not a choice at that point. Your psyche got forcefully messed up.
And also,
where what are you gonna do? They cut off people's genitals.
yeah.
Who's going to? I'm sorry, you cut my dick off. I really don't know what to do with that. I'll be mad as hell. You cut my dick off. You just had the whole ability to cut my dick off.
All right. With that being fair, but that's why I pull up that Bug's Life. I don't know if you saw the video. You know what I'm talking about. You ever seen the Bug's Life?
Grasshopper thing?
The grasshopper thing. Because even the grasshoppers knew, like, even though one ant is not going to do shit, or at least that's what the thing is, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, one ain't gonna do it, they all figure it out.
Well, if they all figure it out, that's what the white people's no. This is what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying though. That was the white people's mentality.
Yeah,
their whole thing was, if they realize that there's like 30 of them to like a few of us, and if they don't care that some of them will take death, because that's another thing they put, like you said, they put fear in their heart to like not to, how can I say, shit. They put fear in their heart so that when they see like one person die, someone like even like the rebel or their strongest one, or they buck the strongest one. It's like, what do you do when you take off the strongest one? Ain't nobody gonna fall back. So the white people do that. So I think the white people knew that if they had a choice, they would probably be free. So
take away the ability to have choice. That's not a choice.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the white people did.
But that's what I'm saying. That's two separate things they're doing. You can
but
tell
even
Kanye's ideology was even different because, I mean, really, look at what he agreed. It's different from what Killmonger's ideology was. Their ideology on when they said what they said are two completely different things.
I would say this. Maybe because if I always say you don't have to follow Kanye. I've always said
even watching that, I watched every single one of that man's interviews. I've constantly watched his interview, which is why I call him Kevin Westerfield now instead of Kanye West.
Did you see the white boy picture?
Yes, I did. That's why I call him that. It's because I've been a big Kanye fan my whole life. But that man's ideology is screwed up. You can't avoid the fact that he's a Ben Carson.
He's definitely a Ben Carson now.
But a Ben Carson's not a Killmonger, and their ideologies are different. So if you can say that he is a Ben Carson, you cannot say that Kanye's ideology works with Killmongers because it does not. You cannot say that.
The basis of it, because the basis of it, what he says, slavery is a choice.
No.
That's basically what he said.
No.
It wasn't a choice.
That's the basis of
It wasn't a choice.
Because even
You
Killmonger's
can't
court.
choose to get kidnapped. You can't choose to be dragged on a boat. You can't choose to be shackled at the base of a boat.
You think
If
some,
you're at the
so?
base
You
of
think
a-
some of the people didn't kidnap?
The
They
ones
didn't die
who-
for their lives.
The ones who did jump off weren't shackled when they jumped. You can't jump if you're shackled at the base of a boat.
I know some of them
Where
died.
where are you gonna jump when you're shackled at the base of a boat? Where you gonna go?
I mean, that.
You can't jump. So that's not choice. If I have you strapped down to the base of a floor in the basement of a building with no way of escape for you out, I don't give you the choice of escape. You don't have that. You don't have a choice.
You got me there. I mean, from there. But what about when you get off the boat?
You
What are
don't
you
know
supposed
what's
to do?
there.
What are you going to do?
You know your land. You don't know where you are.
You don't think Harriet Tubman didn't know the land? I mean,
Yeah.
when
How
she
many-
when she first got free, you don't think she didn't know the land?
How many
Yeah.
generations of slavery?
I wouldn't
was
say,
there
I wouldn't be
then?
surprised if she did somewhat know the land though, because you got to remember people did take slaves different places,
Yeah.
so they did travel. But if you're first stepping on this place, you don't know where the fuck you even are. This ain't even remotely like where you were.
I'm
But
pretty
remember-
but I'm pretty sure half the slaves that did try to free didn't know where they was going.
No,
I mean,
a
there
lot
was
of them knew where they were going.
I know.
Because
Besides
a lot
the
of them traveled. That's the thing.
Follow
A
the-
lot of
yeah,
the
I know.
slaves
That's
that
what I'm
ran
saying.
free,
The
they
follow the
knew
drinking
where to
gorge
go.
and all the other stuff. But
But
you
also
think,
remember, they had help from some white people who didn't like it. The Quakers.
Who knew the land?
Land.
But if you went,
but that still
but
falls
in
on
the-
they had a
choice.
But in
system.
the beginning, if you don't
Hold on,
have
how does that not
choice,
fall on choice?
Think about this. If you're in the beginning and you don't have any that are saying, "Hey, come with us this way," you don't see choice. You don't have a choice.
When you're
When
trapped,
you
you're
don't
trapped.
have that choice presented to you, there is no choice.
What are you
When they've
talking
cut
about?
off your choice, where are you gonna go? Because you gotta remember
Who's
they
gonna
kept
help
them
you?
shackled in the beginning. In the beginning, they kept all of them shackled together no matter what.
That's true.
They didn't start doing auctions until like 100 years afterwards. But they kept them shackled together, so you weren't escaping anywhere.
Not to
You
mention,
weren't going nowhere.
not to mention, from Africa to the Americas, that's a long boat ride. They didn't get 3
Months.
meals a day. They didn't get water.
So you
Their
really can't
bodies
go
and their
nowhere.
spirits
Where
were
you
probably
gonna go?
already broken by the
So
time
what
they even
choice you
touched
got?
land.
Where you gonna go? What choice do you have?
That part is true, but that's because the white people didn't know.
What choice do you have? You don't have any, especially if you can't move your body.
The only choice you have.
Where are you gonna go if you can't move your body?
The only choice
Because you sitting there with less than 3 meals a day, hell, bet less than a meal a day, less than the right amount.
Okay,
they
you-
don't even give you the right water. They give you whatever water's in the ocean. You're sitting in feces, urine, and all this other stuff, constantly stuck like that for a long time. Your body and you
People
gotta think
dying
about it,
around you,
that
too.
sailing was hella slow because they ain't have no motors. So
Take
you
into
ain't have no
account,
motors. Where you going?
Yeah, take into account like motion sickness and all.
They're stuck like that. So then you touch land.
After maybe
you can't
years.
say, "Oh man, we're gonna run." How?
Nowhere.
No,
With
how?
what?
That's the better question. How are you gonna run if your body can't move? You can't move yourself.
They have to
How
let you
you
go
gonna
one way.
run?
They have to let you
Oh
go
no!
one way.
Like I said in the beginning, they didn't let anyone go.
That's cause in the beginning they also didn't know that they was like dying off. So they was losing money.
When they realized they could leave, what happened, Ray?
Some of them
But
left.
when they didn't have a choice,
Some
Ray,
of
but
them
when
did
they
leave
didn't have
though.
a choice, what happened?
They always had a choice.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
When?
When?
They always have. You
You
always.
just
You
agreed.
always have a.
You just
I
agreed
no.
that
I
there
agree.
was
No,
no
I
choice.
agree. I agree. If they have you locked up, you gotta.
That's how they
But-
had them.
but
That's
then
the
how-
only
But when they
ship-
let you go,
the ships that
my thing is
burned-
when they let you
the
go.
only ships that burned were the ones where they thought they could put some of them at the top, and those were the ships where people jumped off and burned. Those are the only ones who had choice. outside of
But they
black,
had a choice.
The ones who got brought did not have a choice. So no, slavery was not slavery in the Americas was not a choice.
Otherwise, all of them would have dipped.
Slavery in the Americas wasn't a choice, or
The
it wouldn't
first-
have happened.
All of
would
them
not
would have dipped.
happened.
All of them would have dipped.
Honestly, legitimately, if it was a choice, it would not have happened.
Hell-
It wouldn't have happened because who is going to willingly walk into a situation like that? Nobody.
They had to psychologically
Nobody who
destroy
has
them.
a choice like that is going to willingly go into it.
Which probably occurred
They-
while they were on that boat.
Yo, they had to train
You
them.
can't do nothing. You can't. When you don't have a choice, what are you gonna do? It's different.
You can
when
always
have
do
a
something.
choice, but if you don't have a choice, you can't do anything. You remove the ability of choice. You have nothing.
They did that
You
psychologically.
can't do anything when you remove the ability of
Because
choice.
those people who did try to escape, what happened to them?
Yeah.
They got caught, they got killed.
But they had choices. They said I'd rather, but them the ones that say I'd rather die than be a slave.
Do you really call that a choice though?
Yes,
No.
yes. I could.
Death or slave, that's not a choice.
That's yes, it is.
No, because both are death. Both in the end are death.
It's still a
Neither's
choice. It's still a
Their
choice.
choice is death or death.
Okay,
That's not a choice.
That's
That
not
is a
It's
choice.
the same
That's not a
option.
It's the same option.
it's a choice.
No, it's not.
Well, I will fight for my death than just accept death.
But either way, you're
No,
dying.
no, them
Listen
dudes
what you
fought
just
for their
said.
death. Think about it.
Listen
I
what
fought
you
for my-
said. Listen what you just said.
Okay,
You
that's
gonna
like
fight for-
okay, that's like saying if someone says, "Give me your money or you're dead."
That's
So
not the
different
same
because
thing.
no, it's not
Because
different.
they didn't say I'm gonna kill you if
After.
you give me your money,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna kill you and then I'm gonna take it anyways. That's not what they say.
Because in that
They didn't say that.
situation, you still have.
In order
the
for them to
option
kidnap
of
them, they
being
had to
able
catch them,
live
right?
your life
In order
afterwards.
for them, they had to
peaceful
catch
life.
them, right?
Yes.
Okay,
not all,
then.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
They caught good enough.
Not all of them had to be caught. Actually, a good portion of them were traded.
I know.
But they were traded.
I know.
But that's another thing that makes me upset because everyone who says it was a choice when they were traded, it makes me upset because I'm like, when they traded them for slavery, they were not trading them for the same type of slavery that occurred over here.
I know.
Because no one over there knew
Knew
what
that
was
about happening
here.
over here.
So when they traded them, they're like, all right, we're trading them to what we believe to be the same type of slavery we do here. You're a criminal for us, and you work for us. You work your way out of what you
Servitude.
work out of. Exactly. Not you come over here. You're not even a person.
You're dehumanized.
They didn't know they were losing their ability as person. No one knew they weren't going to be a person. Nobody knew they weren't going to be a person. They didn't choose not to be a person. No one chose that. They didn't choose to do that.
So
There was no option of you can choose to be a person or not. That didn't exist.
You can choose
Because
to
no
work in
one
the
knew what
field
the
or
hell
not.
they were going into. Not a soul knew what they were going into. Even some of the people who willingly stayed on boats didn't know the type of slavery they were going into. Because if you think you're still being traded the same way, you don't know. You're thinking it's the same way of slavery anyways. You don't have that choice. Because you're used to, all right, the choice is you're going to do your servitude. You get it. That's not a choice. If I'm keeping y'all shackled the whole time, even when you touch land, that's not a choice. What is your choice? Y'all are all shackled on land, and not a single one of you knows how to use a gun, but I do. And one of you moves, all of them do. Because in the beginning, it wasn't 1 to 30.
Right.
In the beginning, there was definitely a lot more around. Because whole ships went over. So it wasn't just the whole ships of black people and like 3 white people on a boat. That was a ton of white people on that boat who also went over. And then they had people already here. So that's not a choice. That's not a choice.
I still think that's a choice.
How is that a choice when you don't have one?
They have a choice.
You're shackled when you touch land, Raymond. What are you going to do? What is your choice, Ray? Run where? Run how? Better yet. Because you can't walk on your own either.
Because you're
'Cause
shackled
you're
to other people.
malnourished and shackled. and there's probably dead people attached to
I'll
you.
put you this way.
So how are you running? How is that your choice to run?
The only choice.
How is it your choice to
The
run?
choosing. to
There
not-
is no
is not a
choice.
There can be a choice.
Your choice is not to. How is your choice there to run?
There's always choice.
How
I'm
is your
telling you
choice
that.
to run? How is your choice to run?
You want me to make up a situation?
No, in that situation, how is your choice to run? How do you have a choice to run? In that situation, being shackled to possibly 50 other people, and who knows how many are dead, and y'all can barely even walk, if y'all can walk, and you're
Surrounded-
malnourished.
If you can barely.
How are you having the option of running?
I think the way you bringing this up is like they didn't have a choice that time.
No, it's not just that time.
No. This is what you're saying. They ain't had that time. But either way, when they get married, huh?
The charger is over there. Your USB should be in my pocket on my camera back. Hmm? It's still on the computer. You gotta call Dexter.
It's on the 10th floor. Why?
You gotta call him.
Oh, you don't
Like
want
you
to fix it?
told me.
Oh, you don't get your
Like
pictures?
you told me you ain't getting your jacket. It's like you ain't getting your jacket if you call. Cause Raymond, I really need you to explain this choice, Wes. Well, you said
Because the only. I'm telling
that
you right now,
time. It's not just that
The only
one
choice
time
out
that they
here
got.
is
one
Okay,
over.
I said the way you explain it, they ain't got a choice right there. Even a smart person know if I can't do nothing right there, they gonna do something.
A smart person
That's
may
that's
know-
all I'm.
may think
That's all
that-
I'm saying.
a
That's all
smart
I'm
person
saying
may
though.
Think they have a choice.
That's all I'm
But
saying.
you
You
don't have
always
a
got a
choice.
choice
No, you don't.
because somebody always fucks up.
You don't always have choice.
Because look, somebody always fucks
After
up.
a period of time, someone might. It's not always. They might.
But they
You
fuck
can't
up.
say they always will.
But yes, they will.
So you don't always have
We are
choice.
human. We fuck up.
Some places may have had choice, but not everywhere has choice.
But we will fuck up.
Yes.
You don't always have choice.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Slavery.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
That's-
You don't
That's what-
always have choice.
That nigga
No
Yes, you
matter
do.
how much you
He
may
is
want
dead.
to.
Yes, you
You
do.
don't
dead.
always
I'd
have
be a dead
choice.
slave. I tell you,
As much as you may
They
want to,
killed
you
Carl.
You
don't
say
always
that,
have
but you don't know
choice.
that until you're in that situation.
bruh.
You say that because you live in a place
We
where
can
you
say
are
it to
free.
where we understand what
You
slavery
I
is.
be
no,
dead.
you say that.
I
but
guarantee
saying,
you,
That's the
You
I
say
would be.
that in
I
a
guarantee
place
you,
where
I
we
would
are
be
free.
dead.
But Ray,
You've been.
I'm telling
You
you
did not
right
grow
now.
up there, Ray.
I'm telling.
We're
I
saying
know I
that-
didn't go. I'm telling you, I would be
but
dead.
Ray, we're saying that with our current personalities,
Reality,
having
man.
knowledge,
I understand that, but I know.
but not having knowledge of what happened. In all honesty, I completely agree. And this is in any situation, even with the cop killing situations, all that stuff. We don't know what any of us would do until we're put in the situation. It doesn't matter how our personalities currently are. If we weren't in that period of time, we won't know. Because our personalities would be different based off of the time period we're in. You won't have the same personality. You have to be then.
And also, there's the question of which tribes fought and which tribes didn't fight. Because
Yeah.
let me give you a quick history lesson. My tribe on my dad's side were Fantis. They actually fought the British, and won. So, like, a lot of them didn't go into slavery. A lot of them did not get picked up to go to slavery. You know who got picked up to slavery? The Ewas and mostly the Hausa people. They went into slavery. Yeah, you remember that place they got in the little castle place, the point of no return? You read
Yeah.
about that? That shit.
Right.
So, based on what you said, right? If you were in slavery, first, it would also depend on what tribe you come from. Because if you came from a tribe that fought back, then you're probably most likely not a slave.
We could all say it's choice from where we're at, but we're at a point.
But
where
even,
we're
but even
at
like
a
you,
point
but even like
where-
you said, his tribe fought back.
Yeah, it depends on how your tribe is too.
What are you saying? The other tribes
Because
are probably
how
not
your
warrior
what your
tribes.
tribe is based off of also makes sense.
But that's still a choice.
Your tribe is based off of a certain
But that's
thing.
even then, that's
You
still a
don't
choice. You
know
choose
that.
to fight or flight.
They don't say right.
Well, or kidnap.
I don't call
Or
it
tribe or
choice
get
of
kidnapped.
slavery.
They
I
had
call
to,
it-
you had to either fight or get
The
kidnapped.
only choice is
That's just
you choose
defense
to
mechanism.
die.
But not
Exactly.
all,
But
not
that's
all
a
them-
choice.
Not all of them were just kidnapped.
But that's a choice. I know some of them was traded. I can
You
understand
know what I'm
that.
saying? Like,
Some of them was
one
traded.
was
Some of them
thinking-
was.
Some of them was like, well, I guess we just gotta go.
I guess
Yeah.
that's a choice.
No, death is a choice. That's death. That's
But
not
I was-
slavery.
Death is a choice. Slavery is
isn't
not.
the choice. That's the thing. Like the death itself.
I think y'all underestimate the statement death does that I'd rather die than work with some of these people. I feel like some of the people underestimate that.
A lot of
That's a bold statement that I would rather give my own life than work with these folks. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because I'm a
I
pride.
feel like the ones who burned the ships and stuff like that didn't like the living condition, and they said, "Fuck it, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's happening, so we're burning it."
Okay.
As opposed to some of the people were like, probably were like, "Oh shit, we're gonna make it." That's not a. Huh?
I called Dexter.
Oh yeah, I thought so.
Dexter.
Called Dexter.
Isn't that just alive?
What?
Mhm.
I don't want to call Dexter.
Mhm.
What you call?
Mhm.
You need to get your
Mhm.
stuff. Exactly.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Mhm.
That's his job.
All right, Gumble.
Thank you for getting that right.
I went in there and bullied your son just now.
That's fine.
By the way, it's getting late, guys.
I know. That's why I didn't want to have this right now, but I knew we was gonna have this conversation.
It has to happen.
I know. No.
It was gonna happen
No.
eventually.
Because
I don't care if you don't like Kanye. I don't care if you don't like Kanye. Why you being a creep? That's your son. I knew no, brother. I knew we was gonna have this conversation. I just didn't want to have it at 8:50. That's what I was saying. But we
also
did
saying it how you said it,
what?
you're also saying if you're saying slavery is a choice, then we're gonna put it into present day situations.
Okay.
You're saying me being discriminated against is my choice.
You could choose to
I
hate
can't
somebody.
choose. No, you're saying my choice.
You could
so you're
choose to
saying
hate.
I have a choice to be discriminated against. I don't have that choice.
How?
How do I have the choice to be discriminated
I
against?
was just
How
doing
you
black.
gonna control if somebody
You
like
can't
That's
control
no.
what
That's
I'm
their
doing.
choice.
Ah, but
No.
your choice-
That's their choice to
your-
hate you.
Your choice is what? Where's your choice at to be discriminated against?
To say
you
I don't
have
want
that choice?
to
Do
say
you
I
have
don't want to
that
be
choice?
discriminated against.
But it still
You
happens.
can't.
still
So
happen.
it happens.
That's
though.
their choice.
You don't have, but your choice is where.
But you can persuade them
Your
not to
choice is
discriminate
where.
you. Then
We've
that's
been
what people
doing
did.
that for 50 years, Ray.
Ray, you can't be in a suit. You can't be in nice clothes. You can't be rich or broke, Ray, and they still gonna discriminate against you. So again, where is your choice at?
Guys, I get a debate right now. It's not a choice. It's an ultimatum. Slavery is an ultimatum.
Where is your choice?
That's the same thing as a fucking choice.
Where
Ultimatum
your
is a
choice
choice.
being
It's a-
discriminated?
Either or.
Where is your choice being discriminated against, Ray? Right. where's
First
your
of all,
choice?
that's apples and
Where does
oranges.
your choice
That
lie?
is apples and oranges.
No,
Yes,
it's
it is.
not.
That is fucking
No,
apples
it's
and
not.
oranges. Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not. No,
That is
it's
apples
not.
and oranges.
No, it's not.
Explain.
No, it's not.
Why is
because
it
it's
apple?
happen- it's
Why is
happening
it
to
apples
the
and oranges?
same- It's happening to the same group of people to the same extent, and they tell us all the time. They tell us it's a choice to be discriminated against because they always tell us be the change you want to see in the world. Yet we have people who are literally doing that and still discriminated against. So where is your choice? Please show me the choice to be discriminated against. Because if I had the choice to not be discriminated against,
Okay,
to be
when they
treated
say-
like a person, I would fucking love that. But I don't have that. So if I had that, I would love it. But I don't got that.
Yes, you do.
Where?
Brandon gonna win.
Where?
That person don't have to be in. That person don't have to be in place all the
Where?
time. That person don't have to be in
Where?
place.
It does not have to-
There's
It's-
always someone
no.
above them.
The fact,
No.
Where is my
No.
choice of being discriminated against? Right?
There's always you always have a
Where's
choice.
my choice of being discriminated against? If it,
You know
can't
what's your
tell-
choice? No, you know what's your choice? No.
You can't tell me
No.
after I got discriminated against, go to the higher up person.
Yes.
I got discriminated against. How do I have the choice to not have to go to a higher person to say this person discriminated against me?
Because they have the option to fire that person or not.
I didn't say their choice.
But that's a choice.
I didn't say their choice. I said where is my
No.
choice
I gave
to
you
be
I
discriminated
gave you a
against?
solution, right?
No, you
Yes,
didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't give me a reason.
That's not even
You
a
didn't give me a
wait. That's not
solution
even
for
a
that.
choice. That's a situation. First
You
of all,
didn't give me a choice.
you being
for that.
discriminated against is not a choice. That's a situation.
You being put in slavery is not a choice. That's
It's
a
a
situation. That's a situation that happened. You did not decide to be put in slavery. You being put in slavery started.
But
when
you
got-
decide to get yourself out of
not you
slavery.
being put in slavery.
But you decide to get out of slavery.
They got put where though? They got put where without a choice? They got put
Plantation.
into what without a choice? They got a choice to get out. They got put into what without a choice?
And they had the choice to get out.
What did they get put into without a choice?
A ship, right?
They got put into what without a choice? What is it called?
They had a choice.
What
they
is the situation called?
They
fight? Got put into what?
because they had to fight.
They got
right?
put into what without a choice? What did they
I
not
know,
have?
I know the time.
What did
I
they
know
get
the time.
put
This is
into
why I didn't want to
without
have
a
this
choice?
argument.
What did they get put into without a choice?
They had to fight.
They got put into what without a choice, Ray?
Without a fight.
They got put into what without a choice? Fight or not, they got put into what without a choice?
But they fought.
Even ones who fought, you got put into what without a choice.
No.
Because if you fought and you lost, you still got put into
That's
slavery.
a choice, though. They chose not to.
Right, what did you get put into without a choice?
But if they decided
What
to
did they
fight
get put
and
into?
lost and was still put
What
into
did you get
slavery,
That's still a
did
choice.
they choose to go into
If they
slavery?
chose to
No,
fight,
but they didn't choose. But they
choose
were
slavery.
still
They
in
said
slavery.
they want- That's different.
No, it's not.
different.
No, it's not.
That's different.
No, it's not.
Because if I can choose to fight you, but I can't choose the fact that I got bullied. I can't choose that. But I can choose to
But
fight
you can
the
choose
bully,
to stop
but
it.
that's not choosing the
That's
bully.
still a choice.
That's not choosing to
No,
be
that's
bullied.
still a
That's
choice.
not choosing to be bullied.
That is still a
That's not
choice.
choosing to be bullied, Ray. That's not.
That's
choosing
still
to be bullied.
apples and
I can
oranges.
choose to how?
That is apples and oranges.
I just gave you every scenario in which you
That's
just
a
said
bad-
it wasn't
that's a bad
choice. You
example.
said into situation.
That's a bad
they were already
example.
put in. You said they fought
That
to
was-
try and get out of slavery, but what were they in?
Slavery.
Without a choice, they were in it. They had to fight out of something they were in without a choice. So they got a choice after they were already in the situation, not before the situation.
Y'all-
So
they
they're
didn't-
in the situation. Now you have a choice. That what happened before that, Ray? That's what everyone's trying to say. You didn't have a choice until you got put in it.
You still have
You
a choice
got
to
put
get.
in the situation. Then you have a choice.
Okay,
you
hold on.
get discriminated against, you get a choice how you react to it.
Yeah.
But you don't get to choose being discriminated
But
against.
at the end
When
of the
you
day,
get
no.
put
At
into
the end of the day, what happens? You choose
when you get put
what to
into
do with
slavery,
it.
when you
That's
get-
what the situation is.
But he said slavery was a choice. You got put into slavery. Slavery wasn't the
Put
choice.
into.
You got put into it already.
That's
And
a-
then-
no,
and
that's a
then what did you have to
situation.
do? Then you had to
No,
decide.
no, that's a
You had to
situation.
decide whether you were gonna
That
stay
is
or not.
definitely no. That is a
You had to decide
situation.
whether you were gonna stay or not, right?
No, that is it.
You got put into slavery, but then had to decide if you were gonna stay or not.
And that's
you
the
got
choice.
put into slavery.
That's the
But then
situation.
Slavery wasn't the choice. The decision was what you did once you were put in it. There's a difference.
No, it's not.
There's a difference.
No, it's not. That's
There's
a
a difference,
situation.
Ray.
Because
Come
that
on,
is a
Ray.
no. That is
Come
a,
on, Ray.
you saying being
Come on, Ray.
no. That,
Come on, Ray. You can't say that's not. You can't say it.
Yes, you can.
know good and well.
Yes, you
know
can.
good and well. I can't choose how. I can't choose that someone chose to slap me. I can't choose that because they did it. What I can choose is my reaction.
but they chose whether to
But
slap
I
you.
can't-
They
but
chose. But they
will.
chose whether to slap you.
So the white people chose to
Chose
come to
slavery.
Africa and
White
take
people chose
Africans
slavery.
back to the
The
America.
black
Yes,
people didn't choose
and it
But
was
the
our
black
choice.
people didn't
And it was our
choose.
choice to say yes or no.
No,
Yes, it was.
Because they
Your
come
people
over.
fought.
It
They was like, if they was coming for it,
It was defense.
but he defended.
If I come to
That
slap
was
you-
their
if-
choice
no,
to
if- no,
defend.
Listen.
That was their.
No,
I didn't want to have this late.
Ray, listen.
I didn't want to have this late. I'm not mad. I just didn't want to have this late because I knew this was gonna
You
happen.
know good and well, Ray, I really want you to think about. I want you to think
That's
about.
the
think about-
situation.
Ray, you have to get put in a situation to make a decision. You can't just have a decision and not be put in the situation. So the fact that
If-
slavery
yeah.
already happened, you were forced into the situation. You're forced into the situation, and then you have to decide how you're going to react. The only decision they had was their reaction.
The
If
key,
he said-
the key word.
if he would've
No, the
said-
key word is decide.
Now, if he would have said their decision to stay on the plantation or leave was theirs, that would make sense.
That would make
But
sense.
you cannot say slavery was a choice. You cannot say it because you're put in the situation.
Forcibly.
And
But
then
if you
have to
know the
decide.
but if you know
you're
the
put-
situation.
No.
If you know the situation we're in, what are you gonna do? You gonna stay there or you gonna get out?
You're in the situation. You have to decide after you're in it. Ray,
After.
you're not getting that. Ray, you're not getting it. You're not getting the fact of
No,
once
you're not. I
in
swear
it,
you're
you
not getting
decide.
it.
Once you're in
That's
it,
it.
you decide. You keep
The
hearing
key
us say-
word, no. The key word is decide.
Lord Jesus, Ray. You can't
The
take
key
out
word.
everything
The
around
key
it.
word is decide.
You gotta take some. You can't take out everything that's in it and just pick the side.
I knew this was
You
going to happen.
can't take out all of the stuff in it and then say the word is decide. No! That's not how that works!
Why
That
not?
is
Why
how that
not?
works.
Why not?
Ray, you literally took out everything that made sense to say. You said the word decide in your rebuttal, so you agree with me. That's not how that works, Raymond. That's that Donald Trump shit.
That is not the first one. That's not
That nigga will pick a word and say, "Hi, you agree with me."
You
can't
did that
pick
with me with situation.
No, Ray,
Yes, you did. You just did that with me with situation.
I said slavery wasn't a choice because you got put into slavery forcefully, and then you had to decide after in the situation.
It's still a
what you're gonna
choice.
do. That's not a
But
choice.
that's yes, it is.
Because what'd you have to do first?
You have
What
to
is the
become a
first one I
slave
said? I said
in
after
order to
you were
decide
forced
whether or
into
not
the
you want to stay a
situation.
slave.
I said after you were forced into the situation, you had to decide. After you were forced. Stop ignoring that whole part to hear decide. After you were forced.
That's the situation.
So they eliminated your ability of choice to be put in the situation, and then they said now you have a choice how you're going to react. They eliminated your ability of choice to be in the situation, Ray. You don't have that option when
Yes,
you're
you do.
forced into it.
Yes, you do.
You have an option of how you react. You have an
It's
option
still
of how you react.
It's still a choice.
Your only choice is how you react, Ray.
But that's still a choice.
You are
After the fact.
You're literally ignoring the whole
I'm not
part.
ignoring it. I'm not ignoring it. Because you.
The fact that there are 4
Because
people
even
that
they
say
had
you're
to
ignoring
no,
it.
because even they had to choose whether to put you in slavery or not.
Your choice.
Your
He was
choice,
talking
Ray.
about
That's their
ours.
choice. No, if that's their
Ray,
choice,
He was talking about our choice to be in slavery. We didn't have that.
yes, we did.
No,
had a
we
choice.
didn't.
Yes, we
That
did.
was their decision to say if I'm gonna put you in slavery or not. It wasn't our decision to say am I gonna go or not.
So how did?
That's
So,
not the same. It's not the same,
Yes.
Ray. It's not the same. It's not the same, and you know it's not the same. It's not the same, and you know it's
they
not
had
the
to
same.
come. But thing
Ray,
is, they
it's
had to
not
come
the
get us.
same, and you know it's not
But they
the
had
same.
to come get us.
Ray. When they
My
when
thing
they
is,
come-
they had
Ray,
to. No,
think
they
about
had
this.
to come
Think
get
about
us.
this. Ray, listen to this.
They no.
They came to come get us.
Right.
They fought a battle. First of all, they didn't. The people who they came to fight didn't know why they had to fight. They just knew they were being attacked.
But they fought.
Listen, they knew they.
But
were
they
being,
fought.
Listen, they knew they were being.
If someone
right,
slapped-
listen,
Look,
listen.
if someone
right,
slapped
listen,
you,
I'm
they
about to
slapped.
make this point.
Okay, go ahead.
They fought knowing they were being attacked. That's all they knew.
We're being
They
attacked.
didn't know. They didn't know why they had to fight. They just knew, oh shit, we're being attacked.
I
We
have to
need to
defend
fight back.
myself.
They fought back. Even
Defense.
some of the ones who fought back got forcefully put into slavery. Then the decision they had, after forcefully put into slavery, had the decision of how am I going to react. What had to lead up to having a decision, right?
They were trying to kidnap.
What had to lead up to it? They were forced into what?
They had to
They
had
were
to try.
forced into
They
it.
had to try to kidnap you.
Right, they didn't know they were being kidnapped for slavery.
Okay, if someone slaps you, you gonna slap them back?
It depends on how I'm going to react. That's my reaction, but I didn't have the choice
But you
of getting
choose-
slapped. Didn't have the choice of getting slapped, right?
But you had to choose to
I
slap
didn't
them
have the
back.
choice of getting slapped.
You had to choose.
Huh?
But
You
I
had
have
the
to
choice
choose.
of what?
No, but I have to choose to slap
I
you though.
didn't have the choice
Yeah,
of getting what?
you.
I have to choose to slap
Yeah,
you.
But I
yeah.
didn't get
So
the choice
if
of
you
what
have,
happening to me.
so if you made the choice to smack him, he has to react.
I didn't have the choice of you slapping me though.
He would.
I can't.
That's all I had to tell you. I didn't have the choice
No,
of you slapping me.
But you have to
Right? I
react.
didn't have the choice of you slapping me though.
I chose.
You still are avoiding that part. I didn't have the choice of what happening to me.
End the podcast.
What did I have a choice of?
End it.
Thank you.
End it.
I
And
pressed the
with,
stop
and with
button.
that, and with that,
Is it the stop
that
button?
is, let me just say, a very passionate discussion about Kanye's recent
It's still a
comments
choice, though.
and the Avengers Infinity War. I'm Fada.
I'm Tyrell.
I'm Ray.
Speaking to the mic.
Get to the mic if you don't say
the
a proper
wizard
goodbye.
Swahili.
Swahili your way on out of here.
All right.
This episode is over. Goodbye.
Good night.
I'm pretty sure the story.